Oh my goodness. Let's do this Thanksgiving at 7 show. Yeah, there's things you do. Dan DeRuyter. Oh, yeah. Get a monitor up here. Hey, D, I see you out there playing in the street. Yes, I have a job to do. It's gonna bore some people and intrigue others. Boy, Facebook, I don't know what's going on. I think Facebook's making me dumb. Oh my goodness. Scrolling and scrolling. It's nothing but advertisements of everybody else's stuff they liked. Nothing but advertisements. I keep scrolling just like everybody else. Yeah, we're gonna read something very special. Put a link to this in the comments. We might play the guitar, I don't know. I was playing a little bit earlier. Should have recorded. We're going to talk about messages, famous people of the past. Yeah, like Da Vinci, for instance, or Tesla, or any one of the thousands of people who've been given things like mathematical equations in their sleep, or these people that say they got information from aliens, or some of this famous mathematical stuff that nobody can explain where it came from. You know, Da Vinci, all his inventions and genius. Yeah, so all these people throughout history for thousands of years, all given messages to for the betterment of mankind, humankind. And it's very magical type of things that happen to people, you know, and people all discredit them. Oh, they're hearing voices. Well, I didn't hear voices say go rob my neighbor for some money so I can pay my electrical bill. No. But I had a situation back in December where I was given a bunch of words and I was told many things. One of the things I was told was that people were going to come for me and take me. And after the high point of the delivery of words that I was given to write, they did come to my house to take me away, just as I was told. Yes. But so what my job is to share the messages. So I want to share this, and then I put it on YouTube, of course, and that's my job. I'm never been a religious person. I hate religion, and the man's corruption of the Bible and the greed and the manipulation that's been done and all the poison that's been put out there. But this was a very special, very magical thing. There was an announcement. There was a lot of light. There was like trumpet blaring. There was like this huge announcement, like something huge was about to happen, and it was the king stepping forward type of scenario. Very clear. But this is all in a consciousness that we all are connected. Everything throughout the entire unending universe is all connected by electrical magnetism, electrical magnetic energy. Everything is connected and balanced out. Yeah, just look at the simple proton, neutron. It's all based on electricity. Everything. We're all connected to that electricity. So anyway, I want to read this. Today's a celebration, the end of my suffering and wedding. It was like a big wedding. It was like I was being wedded. I was at a wedding. Today we rejoice together. These are all the words that were given to me. It has long been time to put away our child's refusal to become teachable, to open their eyes and drink of the word. And I'm not a religious now. The chart exacting our garden, the secret garden. The words are there clear for the seeing, and the answer to the riddle is the riddle itself. They laugh, for it's simple as child's play. The games in life are within the word, and within the word are the games. The songs of praise and the riddles seeming too long. The word will travel fast, and almost all will deny hearing with the ears that heard the brothers, sons of destruction. I cannot become destroyed. My battle will be won with my weapon of my choosing. Many fine weapons I have to destroy. Much wrath is within me to become quieted. Much anger stored up for too long. My weapons will never need to become employed, though very much cherished while savoring the relish fermenting. Never will I become moved to the sins as commanded. Never will I need to feel their cooling. These shots will be heard around the world. Fury will become known to all of mankind. Man has been gifted, all equal and unequal, the same, disrupted with the words of the groupings, and never to ever regroup. My weapons are as calibrated as my number. My weapons follow where I go. My heart holds strings that I pull. The only rope man has is his last. The teachings are true, the teachings are selfless, humility gardened and toiling the soil of the self. The balance unbalanced, balanced by nature's very essence. It is I whom holds the weapon of mass destruction. It is my wrath that needs to be calmed, for my weapons have been gifted from the beginning of the time of man, and no man has ever been denied weapons fired for folly, greed, and vanity. My hands hold this weapon always with the word. Man has given no gifts to me, and no more gifts to man will I. Choice always with gluttons, choice always afforded with the cherished of them. For profit is man's pleasure, where my gifts of pleasure are returned. My boxes are empty, where gifts once were. But how can empty boxes become empty when man was gifted the gift that is joy and the sweetness of sorrow? Go, time rests as time works, and I am the creator of time, the relish resting unearned by the gluttons, sloths, hoarders of bread that surely molds to be waste that only the tiniest of creatures care to devour. Peasants and children starve of mothers, fathers, and bread, while the fattening coops are now treasured for the fattening of the self and the desires of all whom can never become full, all full and empty, empty of the fuel of the heart, passion, pride, and shame without balance. The balance is the threat that frightens man into hypnosis, and the brothers have hypnotized numbers that know not their exactification. This is exacted down to my hands that hold the life of all, but even from me you have almost all robbed. And how can I become to the befriending done by the miners when I cannot even become looked upon by the thief? Yes, creating their own weapons, reverse engineering the word for themselves, for profits? Yes, and even though profits cherished by man become created by hands of men to be neglected, even by the receivers, to spit in the faces of all those unseen. There will be tears in the cries of the masses. There will be clenching teeth even in those without. Tears will be many. Oceans are tears. Tears are oceans. Salt is the decay and the flavor. The very flavor of tears of all who were before and before the after. We are all one of many, one of all who were before the after, and who were after the before and before the after. Before the after were pillars raised, pillars destroyed and rebuilt. The library cannot become to be destroyed. That which is raised can become rebuilt by the hands of the believers. And as the ending of numbers and time are not, the end of man has come. There is no straw for choosing, and there are no choice straw. The choice is the straw, and the straw is the choice in my dictation. Teachings are mine, and man is. Now, man creates woman, and woman creates man, when man and woman are the same, unbalanced, and always unequally yoked. The mother is also as the father, and the father is also as the mother. Man is as woman is as man as I. We are one. We are the same. We are the different. The difference is always cherished. The cherished are all different. The earth is mother, the earth is father, together always balanced, apart and together, the same and different. Too many are the labors for few, and the few are created labors by the others. Even the rocks are mine creation. Even the rocks are hard when they are hard. Hard are the rocks, but hard rocks can be metals. Man's metal is metal, mending, meddling always. Now even children are poisoned before their becoming. Even the plants are becoming to the becoming end. Man's own understanding has become to teach many, but diseased by their cures. Their cures now are found and unfound. Cures curing for living life to their new ending. The unending has an end, and the end is the beginning of the ending's beginning. Losses are the winnings, and winnings are the loss. The pond of life becomes stagnant, and new life is the pebble tossed. Ripples are the change. The changeling are the ripples and the pebble. The pebble always waits at the bottom, where the bottom of the pond is the top for the pebble. Pebbles become to raise waters always. More standing is the removing of weight, crushing the pebble to sand. The pebble is the cherished, cherished and uncherished by man. And the choice of the fickle is always made into their wealth, the bread eaten in secret. And the rest of man's neglect is their starvation, earned for their lords. Moon is the sun and light. Even the darkness cannot prevent the creatures from their seeing. The light is the cleanser with the flavor of life itself. When the moon goes into darkness, blindness to light destroys life. Life cannot be created eternal as eternal is created. The signs are the creatures, and the creatures are the signs. All prayers done by man have been the gift returned. The signs were the gift, and all received and cannot deny. Their ignorance is the new idol unseen, an idol that cannot be seen or touched, and never can be found man the hands that destroy to preserve. Time can become made by man, but man can never create time. Time is always and the forever eternal, and only the seeker can find where there are no seekers. The dictations have been repeated, even though the repeated has been commanded that it will not be. The wicked will never have knowledge. Knowledge is their gift and mine. Seekers only seek till finding their wanting. Wanting is not need, and need is not want. Cast away the device. Cast away all who do not cherish their balance. For the game of the balance is the dancing of all angels. Even the wicked dance with the balance of scales and measures, stolen songs and tears of the innocent. Now all must toil, but not toil, and their tears for forgiveness will create new oceans by my commands. Find the work. The work is the folly granted. The folly is the work, and the work is the many, and the many is the work. All trees must become to be salvaged as the many days of sentiments. The earth must be removed from the earth. The dirt is the cleansing, and the cleansing is the dirt. The dirt is the treasure, for the treasure is the preservation of mankind. Now, words are mine and ours. Ours are the words. The words are the treasure, for the treasure to be found by the knighted. You have been chosen. Do as I've commanded. Going forth is going back. Going back is going forth. For numbers and time are unending, where no man may ever tread that realm. That realm is through the word. Life is a promise, and the promise is the life. Fly as birds fly, sing as birds sing. The birds are the lessons in the word, already written, unseen by all but the seekers who seek in their believing. The offerings are the work and the word, and no offerings of man that are not of work are beggars, and all beggars are seekers seeking a void. The void of the brothers where work is theirs is begging, and begging is the answer for the word and the work. The work and the word has always been mine to wield. The Father's work is the joy and the anguish of dictation. There is wealth in the foundation, but the foundations have been destroyed but for the selfish of blood. Rebuild the foundation to seek that wealth, for wealth has no use where there are no markets, and no lending can save, and no saving can lend. For the lending is of the creation of man, and man is the creation of man who lends hands. Hands are the great lender, and the lender is the hand. There is no time where there is work, and there is no work where there is created time. For the time to destroy mountains has come, and by my hand mountains are moving with the spine and soul of the earth. The mountains created by man must become moved by the hands of the many. That is now the gift, and the gift is now a burden created by man's hands. The carpenter is the conservator, and now the enslaved must move mountains to conservation of native man and lands. The concerned are the conservative, and only the conservative account. Accountants are the prize of the now in this time of man. The sands of time are moved by time wasted and conserved, for even the waste is me. The wasted must become saved, and the saved must become wasted to save mankind. For only the kind man in my kind, and my kind is the kind of man. Share as you share, and destroy all waste, for the waste is the renewal, and the renewal is the waste and time. The secret garden will become lost in time to all mankind. No heavens in their findings will be found. The creation is always, and always is the creation, and searching for me in the heavens is more waste cherished, and not all in the wonder. For the miracles have always been plain, and plain has always been the miracle of life. And no man whom remains in his ignorance will ever see what is sought to be found, while what is sought and found is unseen by eyes, for almost all of man is blinded by their choosing, and their choosing is the end of man. New earths always, but not new. Old is the memory forgotten, and forgotten are the aged. Creation continues where creation ends, and is forgotten by the Creator, for new creations are the cherished creations. Cremation and destruction is imminent and evident, and evident is new creation. Creation created from waste, always conserved, is the precious one to savor, and when my son ends me and you. There will be no new son, for the Son is the Father, and the Father is the Son, and the warmth of the Son is his alone for his deeds. For deeds are your entitlement, and entitlement is your deed and your conservations. Conversations divide where conservation is the wonders of the hands of man. The music is yours to hear if seeking my wealth is your path. Creating your path is your music. Your music is creating your path. Paths can be traveled while traveling is no path. And no path is needed, for the path is yours to tread. Work where you work while standing where you stand, and if all stand and work, happiness will become to be together, while becoming together is the happiness and joy. The joy is now found in the tears of the many, and the many is needed for the joy to be found in the togetherness. All are separate, but all are together, even while alone. For as I am always with you while you are alone, they who are alone are also in togetherness. Searching is the finding, and the findings are in the search. All riddles will become solved, and all solutions are riddles. Disease will be the cures, and the cures of the diseases are the works. The joys are found in searching and togetherness, and alone and togetherness must also become destroyed. The savings are the wasting, and the wasting are the savings to become uncovered by the foreign lands. The unbelievers are the believers to be found, and the believers found are the unbelievers. The foreign lands are not foreign, for the land is of creation, done by man. The poor are the wealthy, and those wealthy are the poor. The wealth is for all, but wealth will not be found, for the numbers are too many from the many pleasures of the numbers. The numbers are the pleasure unending, while mankind and time end in their togetherness. Becoming time and numbers is eternal. Yeah. So that was 20 minutes. Paste. So that's my piece. One of the main messages that I'm supposed to deliver. Yeah. Let's see if we can play a song. fun. Or something like that. I don't know. Let's make it up. Don't fall, Rosie. Rhonda. Stay there. Yeah, and you know, guitar rack. Anyway, I gotta go upstairs and give my lady one of those special bedtime spankers, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go get a bowl of food and climb in bed, see if there's anything good on the idiot box. No, there won't be. I have to take my notepad with me. Anyway, yeah, I just figured I'd piss a few people off with my my little psychic medium experience I had getting words given to me to write. Yeah, it's very powerful. And it's not the only ghost story. Got lots of ghost stories. Yeah. Electrical things, something to it. Anyway, once you know, you know. Yeah. Then you're in a whole different world. It's like kind of like having a baby all over again. You know, when you become a father, it's like, oh, your whole life changes. Now you're dedicated to taking care of that child. Yeah, it's the same thing when you awaken and you discover the spirit. Yeah, it's very, very, very powerful. Anyway, peace, love. You know, who cares? Did my job. I'm not gonna have any trouble sleeping tonight. Yeah, hope you guys have a good night.